Hello everyone, welcome to another video of TCS Baba. So in the last video, I have discussed regarding the various important announcement in Tripura budget 2021-22. So in this video, I'll be discussing about the very nitty-gritties, how the money is coming, where the money is going, where from the loans are being taken, what are the different departments that they are doing, what are the new schemes that they are trying to implement. All these things we'll discuss in this part 2 of the video, so stay tuned with me. So let's start with the balance sheet of 2021-22 budget. So we can see in the revenue account the total deficit is of 1617 crores. All the numbers are in crores. The receipt is 18,456 crore, expenditure 20,000 crore, deficit is 1600 crore. In the capital account, again from loans and others, the total receipt is 3,494 crores, disbursement will be 2,600 crore, and surplus will be 843 crore. So overall total receipt will be 21,951 crores and expenditure is expected to be 22,000 crore. So total of 773 is the budget deficit. So let's delve a little deeper into the receipt part. The total receipt will in 2021-22 will get from Finance Commission grant, means 15th Finance Commission, centrally sponsored scheme, the state's share into the central taxes and duties, whatever tax and duties that central government collects, then central government sort of divides it into different state. So from that share a huge money comes, from different borrowings from different development banks, Asian Development Bank, JICA, so many things, so many lenders are there, big lenders are there, they give money. State's own tax revenue, state collects a lot of own taxes. From there 2,412 crore will come in. Assistance from center other than CSS scheme, other than central sponsored scheme, there are other various schemes through which center gives money. GPF is also a part of the receipt. State's own non-tax revenue, then there are recovery from loans and advances, and that's the opening balance adjustment only. So total of 21,951.07 crore is what the receipt we can look into. So here in this slide you can see 21,951.07 is the total receipt. What's the capital receipt, and what's the revenue receipt, you can find out from here. Okay, next. So this we can see here that the state's share of central tax is huge, 15th Finance Commission is huge, centrally sponsored scheme is huge. So, and borrowing is the big part. So all these four are the big parts from where the money is coming in. State's own revenue is small, 12% only. So I think here we have to work and get this percentage up. Next, how the money goes out, what are the different expenditure that we have. So broadly, salaries and wages takes up 30% of the total expenditure. From pension also 13.91% goes into pension and other retirement benefits supporting the retired persons. The borrowings that we have already taken, we have to pay interest on them, so 6.05% is into the interest payment. Repayment of loans goes to 3.02% and others comprises of 46.24%, that is 22,724 crores. The total expenditure 22,724, that is what is discussed below. The expenditure that will be done in the 2021-22, you can see education sector gets 18.27% of share. So out of the total budget, more than 18% will be going to education department. Rural development 5.98%, public works 8.89%, health and family welfare 6.35%, agriculture gets 5.50%. Here we can see pension, debt service and others. This includes your salaries also, I think. So 27%, that's the huge percent, goes into this only, pension, debt servicing and others. and education is the second highest percentage holder in the budget 21-22. So now I'll be looking into different sector: primary, secondary, tertiary, infrastructure sector, and the how that sector has performed in the last year, and what are the new proposal in that sector. So let's start with the primary sector, the agriculture and farmers welfare. So existing, the major thing that this government is trying to do is they have a vision of 3-year plan for doubling farmers income within 2022. 19 Krishak Bandhu Kendras have been opened for dissemination of latest technology in agriculture. There are various other achievements also, but I cannot I could not list down everything here just to make the video crisp. Some major new proposals are: more than 55,000 hectare there will be cultivation of hybrid paddy SRI cultivation. 17,400 hectare there will be hybrid maize cultivation. 5,000 hectare there will be cluster demonstration of mustard, and 19,000 hectare there will be organic farming. So this is where the government is trying to focus on in this budget: paddy, maize, mustard, and organic farming. Next, horticulture and soil conservation. So there are integrated pack houses at Horticulture Research Center, Nagichora. This has been established to promote and facilitate export of horticulture products. Agri and Entrepreneur Facilitation Desk has been set up. This has been set up to support entrepreneurship development in horticulture and allied sector, and also facilitation for export of 2083 metric ton of pineapples outside of Tripura, and also 10 metric tons went abroad in 2020-21. This gave a huge boost in terms of publicity of pineapples of Tripura, the queen variety pineapples of Tripura. There a center for excellence for vegetables at Birchandra Manu has been set up, and also significant initiative has been taken to introduce dragon fruit in this state. Some new proposals: 3,740 hectares fruit and plantation crops will be done. 800 hectare rejuvenation and maintenance of fruit plantation crops cultivation will be done. 2.5 hectare flower cultivation. Two types of flower cultivation will be done. 2.5 hectare under protected condition, and 220 hectare flower cultivation under open field condition. Next, animal resource development. Under animal resource development, last year Mukhyamantri Unnat Godhan Prakalpa. This was launched to enhance the dairy farming in our state. It was introduced in 5 districts, and a new dairy has been recently inaugurated at Bamutia. Modern abattoir for pig cum pork processing plant at Pacharthal, Unakoti, and also financial assistance. This will get financial assistance from Northeastern Council. NEC funding will be there. Next, in terms of fishery, so the Blue Revolution 2019-20, in that fish seeds have been stocked in Rudrasagar water body. Write down in the comment below where Rudrasagar is and its importance. 13.33 hectare new water area were created last year. 2 hatcheries, 3 fish transport vehicle with insulated box were distributed among the fishermen beneficiaries. 1500 cages to be installed for fish farming in Dumbur Reservoir under RIDF. Write down the sort of full form of RIDF in the comments below. Provide fish seeds to fish farmer under Chief Minister Swanirbar Parivar Yojana. This also I discussed in my previous video, so you can check my last video for that. Handloom, handicraft and sericulture. Under Northeast Region Textile Promotion Scheme, 200 weavers were provided workshop. 17 designers have been re-engaged to assist handloom weavers. Under Samarth scheme, training to 40 weavers at Bamutia and Rajghat of West districts were provided. Intensive bivoltine sericulture development project. Under this, Sipaijala district where it started in 2019, 1100 beneficiaries are being helped. The government is trying to promote and emphasize on training and product development, right pricing and promotion according to current trend and style. Forest. So under forest, last year afforestation were done in 4,686 hectare. 5,891 hectare has been planted with commercially important bamboo species. Riverbank plantation, 912-kilometer riverbank plantation has been done. A vulture point at Kollanpur under Khwai district and Hornbill point at Boromura has been demarcated. Parks and Garden Society. So for proper management of important parks of Agartala, this Park and Garden Society has been set up. Shipahichala Zoological Park, as you all know, upgradation of it will be taken up this year. 7,500 hectares of afforestation will also be taken up. And also the Smriti Van will be extended to all forest subdivision. Do you guys know what is Smriti Van? If you know, just write it in the comment section below. Industries and commerce. So Tripura Industry Facilitation Act 2018 that was enacted, it was used basically to reduce the compliance burden and thereby improving the ease of doing business. You guys know about ease of doing business? Write down in the comment below what's Tripura's rank in ease of doing business among all the states. Single window approval by all government agencies, Swagat, has been set up at TIDC, Tripura Industrial Development Corporation Limited. Okay. In terms of international trade, the trade volume has increased from 390 crore in 2017-18 to 675 crore in 2019-20. Export also has increased to a huge margin from 6.46 crore in 17-18 to more than 30 crore in 19-20. To set up another ICP, integrated checkpost at Nischintapur at the junction of Agartala Akhaura rail link. Okay. Besides existing border huts, 2 new border huts are being set up at Dharmanagar and Kamalpur. So write down in the comment below what are the different existing border huts in Tripura. How many are there and what are their names? SEZ, Special Economic Zone. SEZ is being set up at Shabroom. The foundation stone has been laid down on 11 September 2020. Maitri Setu has already been inaugurated. It will connect Tripura with other countries through the sea route using Chittagong port. Bamboo Mission. We are already in the secondary sector. Bamboo Mission, Mukhyamantri Agarbatti Atmanirbhar Mission. It was started for overall development of Agarbatti sector. One Agarbatti manufacturing cluster has been set up at Kumarghat Industrial Estate. Okay. So new proposal under the National Bamboo Mission. The National Bamboo Mission is old, but under this, 2 new depots are being set up at 2 new bamboo depots are being set up at Chakmaghat and Kumarghat. Special emphasis has been given for skill upgradation for manufacturing of bamboo bottles. Bamboo bottles, if you guys have not seen, just search in Google. It's a wonderful product. Just check it out. Next, under secondary sector, let's go into food processing. Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampad Yojana PMKSY and Pradhan Mantri Formalization of Micro Food Processing Enterprise. These 2 schemes are currently running in Tripura for promotion of food processing sector. So no new scheme as of now has been proposed. Now let's move into the tertiary sector. In terms of tertiary sector, first comes the skill development. In skill development, Pradhan Mantri Kausal Vikas Yojana 2.0 is currently that's already completed 8,923 candidates in 2020-21. Skill acquisition and knowledge awareness for livelihood program Sankalp. It's funded by World Bank. It's for strengthening the skill ecosystem of the state that is currently running in Tripura also. Pradhan Mantri Kausal Vikas Yojana 3.0 launched on 15 January 21 and target is 800 candidates. Tourism has got a big boost now. In 2018-19, 4,16,860 domestic tourists and 1,12,000 foreign tourists visited Tripura. In 1920, 4,31,000, there is a huge increase of domestic, and 1,54,000. The increase in foreign tourists is much more than domestic tourists who visited Tripura. Now, what the government is thinking is the asset of tourism department shall be managed in PPP mode. What is PPP mode? Do you guys know what is PPP mode? Just write down in the comment below what is PPP mode in order to provide better facilities to tourists. Sagar Mahal Tourist Lodge has already been leased out to Hotel Polo Towers. You guys can check out the Hotel Polo Towers video. I have a video on Hotel Polo Towers. I'll link it above somewhere. The project development of tourism infrastructure and improvement of road connectivity to different tourist destinations in the state of Tripura. This has been approved and is being funded by ADB, Paryatans Sahayak Prakalp. This is to promote entrepreneurship in tourism sector, basically a loan scheme. Next, health and family welfare. So the COVID-19 has saw a huge influx of money in the health sector, and the government is continuously trying to strengthen the primary health center and district health center so that there will be less pressure on the state level hospitals. New proposal, medical college in Dhalai district, that's what proposed. Next, water resource. I'm coming into the infrastructure part. So water resource, at present only 46% of the total cultivable land in the state is under assured irrigation coverage. The new proposals, as per new proposal, Chief Minister Assured Irrigation Program, additional 56,000 hectare of cultivable land will come under this assured irrigation within next 5 years. So the target is to get this 70% of the land and of the total cultivable area under irrigation. Next, drinking water sanitation. So already Atal Jal Dhara mission is there to provide functional household tap water connection to all household in the state free of cost. The target is 2022, December 2022. Also Jal Jeevan mission is there to give same type of tap water connection to all rural household. No new schemes are introduced. Roads and bridges. So as part of Act East policy of the central government, the reconstruction of national highway of our state has got tremendous thrust. As we can see everywhere from north to south of Tripura, everywhere the highways are being revamped. What are the new proposals? Churaivari to Agartala road, 43 km of road with 2-lane paved shoulder already completed, 96 km is under progress, 77 km on the same portion is targeted for the next financial year. 153 km is targeted for upgradation, and widening of 5 national highway is already under process. Power existing. So Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gram Jyoti Yojana and Pradhan Mantri Sahaj Bijli Har Ghar Yojana Saubhagya. So these two schemes are running in Tripura. Smart meter are being installed under Agartala Smart Grid pilot project. Prepaid meter are also being installed under DDU GJY and IPDS scheme. New proposal, Tripura Power Generation Upgradation and Distribution Reliability Improvement Project. This project got approval and ADB has sanctioned 200 million US dollar. Huge money. Is transport. ITS, Intelligent Transportation System. So GPS system has been installed in buses of TRTC and TUTCL, and also digital payment through POS machine and e-booking of bus tickets has been started. Srimantapur terminal near Sonamura. This has been included in the map of inland water transport. The construction of new integrated terminal building at MBB airport. 2 rail yards, Nischintapur on Agartala Akhaura railroad and another at Shabroom, are being constructed for facilitation of transport of goods. Also, Agartala Akhaura rail line construction is on an advanced stage and is likely to complete this year. Rural development. Already so many schemes are there. No new schemes have been introduced. Now urban development. Under urban development also has a similar housing scheme, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban. So it's good to know that the best performing state in Northeast, Tripura comes first, and overall in the country, Tripura comes second only to Tamil Nadu. That's very good news. Agartala Smart City Limited, it also became first among the Northeast state in terms of implementation of various smart city projects. And now, considering so many good things about Tripura and Agartala, new proposals among the new proposals, Lighthouse Project (LHP). Agartala was one of the 6 cities selected for this LHP. It comes under Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs (MOHUA). Tripura Jal Board Act 2020 was enacted. It's basically establishment of a board to discharge the function of water supply and sewerage within the ULB areas, urban local body areas of Tripura. Next, information technology, TSDC, Tripura State Data Center. Currently, it's hosting 110 websites and 66 applications. This the new proposal is it will be upgraded to a cloud-based data center, Digit Web and mobile app. This will be launched soon for citizens to open access to information about various schemes and services offered by the state government. So now coming to education sector, elementary education. This COVID-19, the schools were closed. Now they have opened or now opening up slowly. So during the COVID-19, Ek to Khelo, Ek to Paro was started. It was an activity-based learning program which was launched through SMS and WhatsApp. Call center was also launched to clear the doubts of the student and to provide psychological counseling. Notun Disha program for enhancing the learning level of student under elementary level were launched. So these are some of the major important things in elementary education. Some new proposal for English medium madrasa schools will be opened during 21-22. Secondary education. Existing status and achievement. Converted 3 schools from Bengali to English medium. 20 schools were converted to CBSE board. Super 30. Super 30 top 30 ranking student in Madhyamik examination under TBSE from all social categories as per 100% roster will be selected and coaching facility will be given from renowned institution. No new scheme as such were launched. Next, higher education, Rashtriya Uchchatara Shiksha Abhiyan (RUSA). 7 degree colleges got accreditation under NAAC 2020-21. Write down in the comment below what's the full form of NAAC. Okay. Centralized online admission system for all 22 general degree college has been introduced. Entrance exam for admission of student in polytechnic institution also started in this session. Initiative have been taken to get accreditation for 7 more general degree college from NSCC by June 2021, and 5 new colleges are proposed to be started in PPP mode for the next academic session. Again, the word PPP is coming in, so please write down in the comment what is PPP. So guys, thank you for watching the whole video. I have tried to give a brief idea regarding what happened in budget 2021-22, where the money is gonna be spent, where the money is coming from, and what the different sectors are doing, and how they will be spending the money in this year. So if you guys like the video, give a thumbs up and write your comments regarding, even if you don't like the video, give a thumbs down and tell me how I can improve it. Just write it in the comment below. And I have asked some question in the video, so write it down also in the comments below. And ultimately, please click on the subscribe button. That will also give me a push to publish more and more videos. So thank you guys. We'll meet you in the next video.